Hello friends, I'm Saket. I am an agile coach and today we are talking about product backlog. Product backlog is a prioritized list of all desired product functionality. So whatever we want to develop in a product is listed in product backlog in the order of priority. The people who are involved in the project look at the product backlog for various purposes. The stakeholders who wants to know that what is coming when look at the product backlog to get the information. They look and search a product backlog to identify which all stories or which all functionalities are getting developed in upcoming sprints. Product owner. Product owner is the one who controls and manages the product backlog. He is the one who owns the product backlog. Team, that Scrum team, the development team, look at the product backlog in order to identify work for the upcoming sprint. They pick the top items from the product backlog and create their sprint backlog for their upcoming sprint. Now, product backlog is a list of all desired functionality. We have list items in product backlog. Now, what are these items? These items are called product backlog item. Now, product backlog item, majority of product backlog items explains the functionality. So, product backlog has functionality in it. The functionality is listed. When I talk about functionality, a feature which adds value to the user or customer. So, majority of the product backlog items are features. But we may have some other items in product backlog, such as work related to defect repair. So if we have a defect which was found on a done story, that defect also comes under product backlog because product owner is responsible or is the authorized person to prioritize the fix of that defect. So product backlog may include that defect related work which is related to the fixing of the defect. Product backlog may contain a technical work. For example, if you want to migrate your existing database to the latest version, that work also gets listed in product backlog. So product backlog may have a technical work. The product backlog may have a work items which are related to knowledge acquisition. So if you want to acquire some knowledge in order to identify an architectural alternative or in order to, if you want to run any spike story, so those kind of exploration work also get listed in product backlog. So knowledge actualization related work also falls under product backlog. There may be other type of works. Any work which product owner wants to assign to the team or to give a priority whilst team is working on the product backlog item, those also falls under product backlog. For example, if there is a documentation need, if there is a installation manual need to be made for a particular release, that also falls under product backlog. Now, a good product backlog should be deep. Now, acronym DEEP summarizes the characteristic of good product backlog. Now, what is this DEEP? D stands for detailed appropriately. So the product backlog should be detailed appropriately. The product backlog should be emergent in nature. Product backlog never gets finalized. It is never frozen. It keeps emerging till the time we are working on a product. Product backlog keep emerging. So product backlog should be emergent in nature. The product backlog should be estimated. So that second E stands for estimated. The items in a product backlog should have some estimation number attached to it. This number should represent the cost associated with the development of that particular product backlog item, because cost is an essential input which product owner needs in order to prioritize the product backlog. The fourth characteristic of a product backlog is it should be prioritized. Now, the product backlog should be prioritized in an order. The items which the team should be working soon should be prioritized at the top. So top items are prioritized and the items which are following on the top are detailed appropriately. Appropriately means they are sprint ready. The items which are falling under at the bottom of the product backlog may work just like a placeholder. These are like epic stories. So these stories may not be detailed enough, but the stories which are coming, the work which is coming at the top of the product backlog should be detailed sufficiently so that they can be developed in a one sprint. So the items which are following on the top of product backlog should be sprint ready. What does it mean? Means that any of these items should be sliced enough so that they can be developed till the done in a one sprint. Now, from where we get this good product backlog? How do we make this deep product backlog? Since product backlog is emergent in nature, we cannot do it at once. We need to put a continuous effort in order to get the deep product backlog. It's an ongoing activity, and that particular activity is called product backlog grooming. So team along with product owner should be grooming the product backlog continuously. So what they do in grooming? They detail out the product backlog items. For example, this was a big product backlog item. During grooming, if this product backlog item need to be prioritized in an upcoming sprint, team slice it. So they detailed it further and they create small product backlog item which are sprint ready. So these product backlog item can be developed in one sprint. The team also inserts, like product owner may get input from the stakeholders about a new requirement, or product owner may do his own research of competitor, and out of this research product owner may find a new item which he wants to prioritize so the team can take it in an upcoming sprint. So since it's an emergent in nature, this also falls under the grooming activity. Product owner may identify a new product backlog item and insert it at the appropriate place on the basis of priority. Product owner may decide to drop some of the items. He may decide that these items does not require to be developed anymore, and the deletion related work also falls under product backlog grooming. So you can remove them and put them into a recycle bin where they can be looked before we want to delete them permanently. So deletion is also a part of product backlog grooming. And estimation. So whenever we are inserting a new product backlog story, or whenever we are splitting the existing product backlog item into a small items, we also need to estimate the number again. So estimation of a newly emerged product backlog items also falls under product backlog grooming activity. So team is required for doing an estimation, because other prioritization activity can be done by the product owner, but product owner will need support of the team in order to do an estimation of this product backlog item. And after doing all this, priority keeps changing. So product owner keeps changing the priority on the basis of business need, and that is where Agile is all about. We welcome change till the time it helps business to move faster and profitable. So the reprioritization happens as a part of product backlog grooming activity. So in summary, a product backlog is a list of all desired product functionality. It is controlled and managed by product owner. This Scrum artifact is accessible to all of the project stakeholders, and good product backlog is deep, detailed appropriately, emergent, estimated, and prioritized. Thanks for watching our video on product backlog. I'm Saket, and I run a company named iGenBridge. You can contact us for Agile related training and workshop. Thank you.